Web of this side, and in this video, I want to share with you the mirror principle and really understand how reality works and really why the event happen the way they happen. This is the very reason why some people keep on getting luckier and luckier in their life and keep on riding this high while others keep facing bad luck, struggle, roadblock and keep stuck in a loop where things never go their way and keep stuck at the groundhog day for their entire life. I want you to stick to the very end of this video because if you understand this mirror principle and start using it in your life, your whole world is going to change. And I know I have created videos about it in the past, but in this video I will try to break this principle even further to make it more sense for you. So today I want to talk to you about the mirror principle and really help you to understand why the reality works the way it works from the analytical point of view. So mirror principle is the concept from a book called Reality Transurfing that is written by Russian quantum physicist Vadim Zeland, and in this book he has presented the quantum model of reality and explained it from the viewpoint of quantum physics. So the mirror principle can be summarized as such that the world is a mirror that reflects your relationship to it, right? Now what do I mean by that is, well, it's kind of like this. Whatever relationship you have toward your life, whatever attitude you hold toward it, life is going to reflect that back at you. That attitude is going to get unfold for you. So if you look at the pessimist, they themselves are very powerful creator of their life, because a pessimist look at the life and they have this attitude that life is hard, and they present this image to the mirror, and mirror then confirm that attitude and reflect it back like, oh, you think life is hard? Well, you are right, life is actually hard. Here more struggle, more problems for you. So this mirror is dual in nature. It has two parts. One is the image and the other is the reflection. So let me draw it for you. So let's say this is the mirror and then this is the image, and this image is your internal world, and on the other side of the mirror is the reflection, which is nothing but your external world. Everything around you, whatever is happening in your life, is just a reflection of your internal world, right? So let's say this is the man, let's call him Raj. So Raj looks at the world and he presents this image to the world that life is hard. So life is hard, and then this mirror, this world confirms back that attitude like, oh yes, life is hard, and more problems emerges, more financial crisis, more bills, more losses, right? So the mirror confirms with losses and problems, right? And then what happens is that now again Raj, he looks at the world, he looks at the reflection and confirm this image, and he's like, see, I told you life is hard. Look at all these problems, all these struggles, and this image, this attitude, it becomes more and more stronger, and mirror keeps reflecting this attitude back at him, and this cycle keeps on going. This is the very reason why rich keeps getting richer and richer, while poor people, they keep getting poorer and poorer. Because a rich person, he looks at his life and he's like, I'm rich. See, I have all this abundance all around me. Hey, they present this image and mirror confirm back like, oh yeah, you are rich. Of course you are rich. Here's more money, more profit. And that's why they keep riding this high in their life, while poor look at his life and he's like, I am poor, I don't have money, and that mirror, it reflect back, okay, you are poor, more losses, more bills, right? So to really understand how this image is formed, I want you to know that the image is formed with the unity of your heart and your mind. So image is formed when your heart and your mind comes together in alignment. Now what do I mean by that? So well, it's like this. When you fear with all your heart. When you hate with all your heart, right? It's very easy for your mind and your heart to come together in fear, anger and hate. Your thoughts and your feeling are fully aligned and you express your fear and your anger and your hate wholeheartedly, right? Your thoughts which occurs in your mind and the feeling which occurs in your heart, they immediately come together. And the greater the alignment is, the stronger the image is, and the quicker is the manifestation of these thought forms in your reality. But when we have desires, when we have hope, we do not have it wholeheartedly, right? We always have doubt in our mind, and these doubt arises because our mind just can't conceive the possibility of your desire being manifested. This is how the mind has been conditioned to look for logic and practicality in your desire, and thus you present this unclear and blurry image to the mirror. All mirror is doing is reflecting back that image that is presented to it. That's why you will see that your fears are manifested more easily while hopes and desire do not. Whatever you fear, you get more and more of that in your life because this mirror doesn't care about the context of your thought, is just focus on the nature of it. Now, what do I mean by that is if you say, I don't want this, I don't want bill, I don't want losses in my business, you will get more of it because mirror doesn't care about the context. It only cares about the content of your focus. So to make it more clear, understand that we have three nature of focus. We have positive focus, then we have negative focus, and then the neutral focus. Both positive and negative focus has the power to attract your reality, while the neutral focus has the power to dissolve your reality. So if I say I want this, I am going to attract more of it in my life. If I say I don't want that, still I am going to attract that in my life. But what happens is that majority of the people are more focused on avoiding something rather than desiring something. And what I mean by this is that people want money in their life to avoid being poor rather than genuinely experiencing what it feels like to be rich. We want relationships to avoid being lonely rather than genuinely experiencing what it feels like being in a relationship, right? We are more focused on avoiding rather than attracting. So ask yourself this: what is the predominant theme of your life? Is it life is hard or is it life is great? Whatever is the overarching theme of your life, you will see more of that in your life. Now, if you want to change your focus from life is hard to life is great, you have to genuinely feel it without any doubts in mind. But the problem is, it is really difficult to find proof of life is great when things are not going well around you, because your mind will not accept this woo-woo stuff until and unless you show it the proof. But there is proof, and that's the beauty. You will always find the proof of what you are looking for, and it's all about changing your focus. So where is proof? Well, I am having roof over my head. Wow, life is great. I have food on my table. Well, life is great. I have my health. I have no terminal illness. Perfect. Life is great. You see how this is happening? You look around, you find the tiniest proof of your new attitude and you keep on expanding it. You ignore everything else that is not in accordance with your new theme, new attitude, and only look for the proof that supports it. So the question comes, if I change my attitude now, are things going to be good immediately? And that's the third point. There is a delay in the reaction of the dual mirror, right? So there is always this delay factor involved before the image is reflected, before the reflection is formed, and it is due to the inert nature of life. Life takes time to form the reflection. That's why the instant manifestation is just bullshit. People say, oh, it's instant manifestation, but it's not. It's the attitude that you had in the past that has been reflected to you now. So there is always this delay before the reflection is formed. And that is the reason people go through the periods of highs and lows in their life. So it's like, let's say you initially start off with a good attitude to get to a goal. Let's say your goal is to start a business. And you start off with a good attitude that, life is great. I'm going to make it. Life will take care of me. And initially things go your way, but then something happens. You face a loss and you express your anger and frustration. So while you have started with good attitude, with a good image, and after this delay, reflection has started to form and you had a loss, and then you change your attitude to, oh, it's not working, it's rubbish. And the reflection gets distorted. This reflection has started to form. It was kind of blurry initially, and because you presented this negative attitude, it gets distorted. In the middle, and the mirror is like, oh, you think it's not working? You are right. It's not working. And that start to get reflected. So you need to have this unwavering faith within you that no matter what is happening right now, it's still taking me to my goals. You need to have patience and have to keep this attitude up for long enough until the strong reflection is formed. Because everything operates within the laws of nature. But when bad things happens, mind is quick to react to it and says like, life is hard, it's not working. But in reality, it's just a way of nature delivering you to your goals. Because the mind thinks like that it knows what is best for him, but it does not. It does not understand how the reality works. These perceived bad things are meant to happen to deliver you to your goals, but you put bad meaning on it and react negatively toward it, and then it's what keep on propagating in your life, right? This theme, this negative theme, if your life theme is negative, it has to be changed because it's not serving you. Your attitude has to be changed, right? So now let's talk about the 3 steps to really make this mirror cycle works for you. The practical steps to implement it in your life, right? So the step number 1 is that you need to form the attitude first. What really happens is that we look at our external, we look at the problems, bills, struggles, and we use them to form the attitude. So essentially what is happening is that effect is feeding the cause. Your internal world, your own attitude is the cause, but we don't understand it. We take the effect and feed it to the cause, right? Don't do that. So form the attitude first. Present this image to the mirror first, okay? So let's say your new attitude is that life is great, life take care of me. Have this attitude without any doubt, right? Feel it wholeheartedly. Operate from this attitude day in, day out. So when you present this image to the world, when you present this image to the mirror of life is inevitably going to reflect that back to you, right? So the step 2 in this cycle is that mirror will reflect that attitude back at you. Have no doubt about that, because it all operates within the nature of law. When you present this image to the mirror, inevitably it will start to get reflected. There may be some delay, before this reflection will start to form, because remember, the mirror operates with this delay factor. So you need to have patience. You need to have faith. Do not doubt it, right? And the step number 3 is that whenever the mirror reflect that attitude back at you, observe it and confirm it, right? This is very crucial. So when you present this attitude to the mirror and the mirror reflect it back, no matter how tiniest the proof is, consciously observe it and affirm your attitude that it is working. You get some money out of nowhere, observe it and confirm that, yeah, life is great, life takes care of me. See, here is the proof. After having a lovely dinner, confirm that, see, life is so great, it provides me food, shelter, a loving family. Oh yeah, life is great, life takes care of me. You see how a child looks at the world. A child does not have any opinion about the world, right? Everything is beautiful, they do not complain. If they hurt themselves, say while playing, or if they fall off their cycle, they don't complain. They do not hold this grudge toward the world, right? They are just innocent and have this playful attitude toward the life, and life does take care of them. But as we grow older, we start to get conditioned by society with all these medias and all this news about what's wrong in the world, all this hate and fear and anger, and our relationship to the life starts getting polluted, right? We start to have this attitude that, oh, life is hard, people are bad, everything is breaking around me, and that start to get reflected in our own life. So don't make that mistake. You have to be very biased toward your attitude, right? So observe and confirm what is great, what is working, why your life is so beautiful, and ignore everything else that is not serving your attitude, right? And this is the key. More and more you observe and confirm your attitude, the stronger the reflection will be, and you keep on riding this wave of good luck where everything will go your way. Even if something doesn't go your way, simply change your relationship to it and put a good meaning to it. Like even this perceived bad event is meant to serve me. Start with this kind of attitude. It has to happen to get me to what I want, and you will start to see your whole world changing in front of you like a miracle, right? And with that, I'm concluding this video. Leave me a comment down below to let me know if that was useful, or if you have anything to ask. I will be more than happy to answer them. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love and peace.